What are we doing today, Al?
I'm getting the car out, changing a few things,
Push it backwards.
checking it over. Just gonna make sure that we've dotted our I's, crossed our T's, and do everything in our power to make the car finish the race tonight. What the fuck do you want?
Is this what we do before we wait to go racing?
This is what we do while we wait to go racing.
Play on our phone? Yeah.
Everyone's on their phone.
We get caught up on our social media stuff.
Yeah.
We answer questions.
I don't have my car here, so no one gives a shit about me right now.
Who are you?
I'm nobody.
And at least you know.
This is Herbie Hancock.
That's fucking right.
Walking
This is
here right
Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock. Cock.
You gonna open those Nutter Butters or whatever those are and share them? Or?
Hey, listen.
I just want like 3.
3.
Yeah. 3.
So right now we're on our way to go and see about getting some different interviews from different drivers. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to them, talk and see about how their nerves are, how they're doing through the week, and then we're gonna go from there.
Yeah, I'm Blake Gibson. I'm live and drive Ridge, Kentucky. Florence is my home track. I'm only about 10-15 minutes away, so it's pretty cool to see this here. Jody Shannon and Josh King, you know, them putting this on right here. This is pretty cool. Jody's been doing this for a long time. It just keeps getting better and better. You know, we try to support it as much as we can. I'm in my nephew's car. I used to have one, but I had to get rid of it. Life, you know. But luckily, my nephew's got a couple cars, so he let me drive this one. Just come out and support the show, you know.
Coming into the event this week and knowing what it is, how are your nerves leading up into it?
I guess I don't have a whole lot of nerves, really. I mean, really, you just need to make it. If you can make it, then you're pretty good. You know, the 40 laps is a long time. The hardest part's making the race, in my opinion. There's so many cars here. And, the format they're doing this year, I think, is going to be pretty cool. There's a lot of racing instead of just locking yourself in, you know, through qualifying. We're a little down on horsepower from everybody else. This is a, you know, stocker rules car that we built for here, so a little bit short on the SCDRA guys, but I think that the racing will help us out on that part. I've raced here for a long time, you know, so I've got a lot of experience. Yeah.
Going into this, when you were like coming to the track, was there anything like that you had to prep for, anything you had to do to the car that you maybe want to share?
Man, we've had a real busy 2 weeks, you know. Like I said, my nephew, he's got 3 cars. I'm driving this one, his dad's driving his other SCDRA car, and then he's driving his, and then he's driving a sport mod here. He's double duty, and then, you know, we got cousins and uncles and some friends. I mean, we got like 6 or 7 cars to get ready. We've been humping, but we just try to get as many cars out here as we can. You know, like I said, we want to get Jody to, you know, have as good of a show as you can get, because if it wasn't for him, we'd still be racing for $100 around here, you know.
And do you have anything you want to shout out, any social media pages people can find you on?
Brandon Gibson Jr. Racing, he's got one. That's who owns the car. Gibson Motorsports is our uncle. He does a lot of YouTube stuff for you know, juniors racing, SCDRA and stuff. But nah, I mean, I'm just a part-time driver. I ain't nobody. But yeah, thanks to them, my brother, my nephew, and my wife, you know, my kids, everybody, for letting me be away from home for the last couple of weeks like I've been. And hopefully we got a good run, you know, and don't tear nothing out. It makes the show. That's all we can ask for, I guess.
My name's Casey Elliott. I drive the 54 Chevy Cavalier from Mooresville, Indiana. Part of Wilson Customs crew.
Alex Wilson, I drive the 44 out of Martinsville, Indiana, also for Wilson Customs.
Leading up to this event, how was your guys' like nerves during, you know, the prep time and traveling here?
Trying to make sure that we had enough parts to bring with us just in case if something broke, that we wouldn't be sitting here watching.
So did you guys have to do a lot of work to your car, like before you ended up coming into the race? Like, did you have to do prep time? Like, did you have to change anything over?
Honestly, we just did our normal weekly routine on it. Nut and bolt checked everything and made sure it was good to go.
So yesterday you guys were here at the Testington, correct?
Yeah.
How did you guys feel going into Testington, and how you guys feel now coming out of Testington?
Well, from what everybody else said, I was expecting the track to be twice the size. I mean, it's a half mile regardless. I definitely didn't go out in the first group on the test for the right setup at all. So we had to come back in and make adjustments to gearing. And it's closer now, but we can still adjust a little bit more.
I think the setup was we missed our mark on the setup for sure on the beginning, but I think we're getting better and better each time we go out. So
Kind of seeing more and more of the cars that are rolling in, and seeing how many of these other compact drivers are going to be driving, and seeing some of their times. Are you guys feeling pretty good about going into like qualifying today and going into possibly you know, for the features?
I feel better now than I did on the drive here, but definitely brought a knife to a gunfight.
Is there anything you guys want to shout out? Any social media pages, anything like that?
Wilson Customs, if you guys go on there, we put bodies on Cavaliers, nose pieces.
We do
about anything and everything that
all
you
the
can.
decking done to the cars and all that stuff we've done. We do in our own shop.
There we go. There's a good logo right there. Wilson Customs.
I'm Josh Link. I drive the 17 JR from Delphi, Indiana. I started racing about when I was 5, and then we quit for a little bit, and then I got back into it when I was about like 15, 16. Started up with a 4-cylinder with my dad. We had some Saturns, and then we just started to go to some SCDRA races and realized the Saturns wouldn't work anymore, so we upgraded to the Honda. That's about where we're at now.
And I see you got your big old thing on your hood right here. You want to tell us a little bit of what this is about?
Yep, this girl right here, her name's Libby. That's actually my cousin. They were murdered in my hometown in Delphi with about 2,000 people, and we have it on the hood to raise some awareness, try and get some people to see who it is, figure out if we can find out who the guy is.
Coming into the week itself, how are your nerves about the race?
I mean, it's a big track, you know. It's a little nerve-wracking. There's a lot of cars here, 10,000 to win. That's not too bad after, you know, you get out there. But once you're sitting there, you're a little scared. But after that, you'll be all right once you go.
And you guys were able to make it out to Teston yesterday?
Yes.
So you had a little bit of problems. You want to tell us about that?
Last practice session, we actually shut third gear out of our transmissions. We found another transmission. Huge shout out to Dan Smith for getting us that. We got it back in. We're tightening it up right now, and we should be ready for tonight.
Seeing all the different competitors that are coming here and that you know, got pre-registered, how do you think you guys are gonna, you know, be able to stack up against the competition?
Well, we ran Bristol and we ran pretty good with the guys, so we're hoping for some good luck to carry over from Bristol with all the SCDRA cars. We don't get to run many SCDRA events because we run our local track, and then after we're done with our local track, we get to travel with the guys. So they're tough, that's for sure, very, very tough, but we like the competition, you know, we like to learn and get better every day with the cars. So.
Awesome. And is there anybody that you want to shout out, any social media pages, anything like that?
I have my racing page, Josh Link Junior Racing. You guys can follow that. One thing, the Happy Campers, that's my main sponsor. 9th Street Auto Sales, MVP Appraisals, the Doghouse, Sassy Salon, Bradshaw, Skyline Design, Napa, Cervantes Brothers, IFC, Tapman Automotive, and it's the Lamar Reality Group now. They rebranded. We haven't changed that. And BSP, Burkhalter Pigs, and then Odin's Dens Tattoos as well.